Good morning, class. Today we will see another topic, that is the evaluation of expressions. So we are in programming or in the manual also, we do evaluating the algebraic expressions thing. Means the expression will be given and we need to find out the final answer of that processing. So what this algebraic expression will consist of means numericals and the operand, that is operators, what you are using, means the symbols, arithmetic symbols, what you are using. So before evaluating these expressions, an user or one should know that how to evaluate that expressions, means which symbol has to be evaluated first and later next which one, like that we should know the order of evaluation here. Because when you give an expression, so what could be an expression means? Could be any representation here. So A plus B and then next star, C and then next plus and then next D. So here in this expression, I didn't mention which part of the expression has to be evaluated first and what could be the next one. So here the problem raises which operator has to be selected first. So what is the type of evaluation, means what is the order of evaluation, what the human being will thinking here is, so I can evaluate first A plus B and then I evaluate C plus D and then the remaining answer, means what could be the answer is answer 1 star answer 2. Means A plus B is answer and then next C plus D answer has to be multiplied. Likewise thinking. And what is the another possibility here is, first A and D are being separated. We need to evaluate B into C and we need to add A plus the answer we found, and in the another step so likewise we will do our own assumptions and we will perform the actions here. If the expression what you have been selected is in the form A plus B into C plus D, here it is a clear mentioning that we need to multiply that B into C. That's all. Whatever the answer we are getting will be added to the remaining things. We are mentioning this operation what we are providing is a separate one or it's to be evaluated like that only. So another representation here is the A plus B and then star, take the parenthesis, C plus D. Here also we have the clear information that we need to add these values individually and whatever the answer we are getting from there has to be multiplied respectively. So here the parenthesis what you are using will play the prominent role because it is being separating the evaluation of these expressions from the others. So if you see this representation, means the first one what you have been used, there is no clear idea here. There's no been clear idea and the order of the evaluation will not be specified in a clear manner. So there what you are doing is we need to take the operator what you are considering which has to be evaluated first. And how I get the idea which operator will be evaluated first and which operator will be evaluated next? What I have to means the order of performing the operations has to be known to me. So before getting into that one, so I said that parenthesis has been playing prominent role here. Here the parenthesis has been specified for any expression what you are using. So this expression will be evaluated in a different manner. So here we are mentioning the 7 has been multiplied with 13 minus 8. So first what we have to do, we need to specify that whatever the things we have been using, means if we are using parenthesis or parenthesis within the parent, means this is the outermost one, this is the innermost one. Here we are using the brackets, here we are using the parenthesis. So here what are the red color symbols we are been represented, means this could be evaluated first and then next will be evaluated, like that. So here first to multiply with the 7, we need to get the answer from this expression, means from this substitution of that variables. So after that only you will find a that is a reliable answer here. So if you go for this one, means what you have to do, we need to calculate the power of this number and then we need to add with the another represent, that is the another one what we are represented here. After that we need to perform, that is subtraction from here. In this representation, a clear-cut information has been given to the user that what the operation we need to be performed at first and later, all these things has been specified in a manner here. By seeing this, each and every one, means like the kids also, they will come to know that which thing has to be evaluated here. If these expressions are not being specified in the parenthesis, means they are not being separately specified, evaluated, and what could be the situation, then what you have to do is nothing but we need to follow the some rules to evaluate this arithmetic or the expressions what you are providing. To evaluate this expression, we need to consider what type of the operations we are using here, whether we are using unary operators or the binary operators, like that we need to represent all these things here. So here whatever we are specifying has to be represented as a means what the expression we are using will be represented by a string here. And if it is containing any parenthesis, means likewise this one, if it is containing any parenthesis, we are mentioning that this to be evaluated as a separate at the first representation and go on for the next processing after evaluating this only. So we need to take this assume that is parenthesis to be considered. We can't assume this could be the parenthesis for processing like that, because in the previous two one example have seen that the order of the processing will be changed by the thinking of the human beings there. So here how we are going to specify or how we are going to access these expressions evaluations to be done. So here how we are writing the expressions also is also an important thing. So we are having 3 such representations here. That is the infix and prefix and the postfix. Infix means the operators what you are representing, any kind of the operators will be presented in between the operands here. Operands means the variables what you are using or the values which are representing the operands here. And coming to the prefix notation, the operators will be placed in front of that one. Means in front of representations means if you are having, means you will get the some representations that if you are using multiple, means here 3 plus 4 like that we are representing. If it is not like that, we are using multiple representations with that one. What could be the prefix, means the first read operation will be placed in front of the variables, and then next it has been evaluated the separately, means we have to place the operand what it is representing in front of that variables what you are using. Likewise, we are choosing some notations for processing. And how we are going to parse or how we are going to execute these evaluations here. So likewise, I said we are using operator precedence here, and also we need to provide the associativity also. So precedence means which operator has to be evaluated first, has to be decided here. And coming to the what is the associativity? For example, if you are taking an expression which is having equal precedence here, means some, if you see here, these are the operators which are having the precedence orders. So if you see multiplicative or additive, so what it is doing, it is being considered as a, these operators will come under this category, and they have been having the precedence. This is from high to low, high to low. So here, what I have to do here is, if the representations what you are using, that is the operators has been what you are using have been considered, all of the operators, that is multiplicative operators, all has been used in a single expression, then what could be the answer? How we are going to evaluate that expression means, these operators will have the same precedence, means these are having highest precedence or the lowest, whatever it is, they are being arranged in a same precedence row. This, how we are going to process here is, we need to consider which could be evaluated first. This will be decided by the associativity. So here, from left to right, the precedence value means the selection of that one is being increased. So here, when you are considering star will have the lowest associativity when compared with the division symbol, and division symbol will have the lowest associativity when compared with the modulus. Likewise, in the additive operators, if we are using plus, which is having the low when compared with the minus, that is subtraction. So here, in this manner, we will process the means expressions what you are having. So to evaluate an expression, we need operator precedence. Operator precedence means we need to select which one will have the highest precedence thing. So here, in the previous example, what here is in A plus B into C plus D. So what we are doing, the star value will be evaluated first, B into C will be evaluated first, and the remaining answer will be specified, that is added to the remaining things. And coming to the associative, how it is helping for the evaluation of your expressions. So in this expression, if any expression is consist of the elements which is having the equal precedence operators, then how we are going to access, or how we are going to evaluate all these things here is, these operators has to be taken into consideration, which is having the highest associativity, and then which is having the lowest associativity will be the next here. So see this example, which is for the operator precedence. So here, we didn't mention any parenthesis or any separate evaluation of our expressions. What we have done, simply we given the values, and then we are providing these operators to be evaluated here. First, we need to plot the expression in such a manner here. So here we need to find out which is having the highest precedence and the lowest precedence. So if you see, this has been specified as the highest one when compared with the additive one. So here, in this representation, first I need to calculate the multiplication of these two values, and then the resultant will be added to the remaining one, that is the remaining value what you are chosen. So that's why 20 into 30 will be calculated first, that is the multiplication, the multiplicative or the multiplication operator will have the highest precedence when compared with the addition. And then next, remaining any operator is there, no such operator has been there, so here we need to consider the plus as a remaining one. We need to add up all these things. So coming to the next representation. So next representation is, we are using the same precedence operators in an expression. How I am going to process this one? So these are these two, that is the star and the next division operator having the equal precedence there. Then how I am going to calculate this expression resultant here is, we need to plot the expression, and we need to decide what is the order of precedence, that is the associativity here. So the order of the associativity is LTR, that is the left to right, it is been representing. From left to right means it is been increasing its associativity. So when compared with the low, that is the multiplication operator, the division operator is having the higher associativity. So then the operands which are beside to that one will be evaluated first, and the resultant will be multiplied with the this value. So the answer will be this one. If you are not means getting or performing in such way, what could be the answer here is the one. Means the 10 by 10 into 10 will be evaluated. Means if you are getting the multiplication should be done first, means 10 into 10 will be the answer, and this answer will be divide with this one, then the answer what you are getting will be 1. But here what is the answer we are being got? We are being got the answer is the 100 here. So in this representation, the associativity will decide which operator has to be perform it first, or which has to be select to perform an evaluation. If you see next example, which is been specified for both operator precedence and associativity here. So let's take this example, this expression. This expression is containing both the precedences here, that is a plus and minus, we have the equal precedence, and then next additive and multiplicative. So my additive and the multiplicative operators are included in the one expression here. See how it is going to be evaluated. So first we plot the expression. So 10 plus 200 divided by 10, and then next minus 3 into 10. So first we will see which is having the highest precedence. So the highest precedence values are multiplicative when compared with the additive. So go for the multiplicative preference. So these multiplicative one has been placed in the same one, that is divided by and the star or use it at the same time. Then what you have to do, we need to go for the associativity here. How I am going for these associative means the order should be known here. So here if we are specifying star and then division operator, what you have to do, they are having the same precedence, then I will go for the LTR, that is the left to right associativity order. And as well as we are having the plus minus also, then what you have to do, we need to specify LTR order also. And how I am going to select the operators first means which is having the highest precedence has to be selected. So here the highest precedence values are the multiplicative when compared with the additive. So first what I have to do here is I need to select the division operator here. So the division operator being selected, and then next it has been performed first. That's why it has been represented as a 1. So here 20 will be the answer. Next order of evaluation. Next what could be evaluated here is, so this has been done, and go for the another multiplicative that is operator. What we have been considered here is the star. So we need to perform the multiplication between these two values. Then what is the answer here? 30. So this is the second operation or the second step answer. And coming to the third, next operation, we have the plus and minus to be represented. So what it is doing, it is being taking into the consideration that how we are going to process here is, it is having the same precedence here, and the addition will be performed first, and then next coming to the associativity of that one. So taken into consideration 120 will be evaluated, and then the remaining answer what you have been chosen here means which has been performed here 120, and then next the answer we got from the second step will be subtracted from each and each one, and then next from 120, and then next what you are doing, we are getting the resultant here. So likewise the associativity will help an user to get whether these things means whether the that is what we are specifying, the order of evaluation means the process of evaluation has been considered or not. Okay, so by using this representation, means order of evaluation and the processing, we can evaluate the expressions also. And coming to the next representation, we are using forms here, that is notations. What the notations we are using here is, we are specifying an expression in the form of infix, prefix, and the next postfix. So here today we will see the postfix representation and also the evaluation of the postfix representation and the conversion of the infix to the postfix and then evaluation. So here the operator what you are using should be added, or should be represented after the operands here, the operator what we are representing. So if you see this example, that is AB plus, which is equivalent to the notation, that is infix notation, A plus B, means we need to present the operands of that operator at the left side of that one, and then we need to write the operator beside to that. So how we are going to evaluate this expression? The expression could be evaluated by using the stack data structures here. So how it is going to provide the evaluation of the here representations here is, to evaluate that one, first we need to read all the symbols what it is being represented from left to right. What are the symbols it is been using has to be specified, means we need to read the symbols into that one. If the reading symbol means, symbols means each and every one, that is A plus B, and all the things has been considered as a symbols only. So if the reading symbol is a variable, is a value, then what I have to do is nothing but we need to push it into the stack here. And then if the reading symbol is an operator, what I have to do is nothing but we need to specify that the operator what you are representing, means this could be included, this could be that is pushed into the stack. After that an operator has been read, then what you have to do is nothing but we need to pop up the two operands values what you have been representing, and we need to perform the operators that is action on that one, that is what it is been representing. And what you have to do is nothing but we need to store the resultant into that value here. So we need to store the resultant of that operation into that. So by performing all these things we can get the answer. If you see this representation, what is the operation here is the 2 plus 4 into 4 plus 6 is an expression what you are using. So here we are representing that 2 plus 4 and then 4 plus 6 are the means has been separated. They have to be evaluated individually. Okay. Then how I am going to form the postfix representation is, here it is been specified that. So I need to perform the addition of these two numbers first, and then next I need to perform the addition of these two numbers next. Whatever the answer we are getting has to be multiplied. So likewise we need to represent here. How it is going to evaluate? First, read the symbols. Read the symbols from the expression. It has been started reading. So first symbol here is the 2. So 2 is a operand. It is not an operator. What it is doing? It is storing the value into the stack. Next one. Next it is reading here. Next the value here. What you are reading is it is also an operand. So it is been storing the value here. And then next what you are getting? You are getting a symbol which is a operator. So what it will do here? What it will do in this particular representation here is, these two symbols, these two operands what you are using will be popped out. Will be popped out means will be taken out, the values will be taken out, and it has to perform the action which is been specified here. Means the operator what it is representing? It is representing the addition. So that's why what it is taking, it is taking 2 plus 4, and the next addition will be performed. At this point of time, what it is doing, it is been storing the value what it got by that that is performing the action will be stored into this one. Okay, so the answer it will be the 6. That's why it is been specified as a 6. And go for the another, that is a next reading. So the next reading is the operand, and then next reading is the operand, that is also an operand. Then what is the third one, that is means the next one what it is reading, it is an operator. What it has to do, it needs to perform the operation of that one, means on the operands which has been it read at first. So here, so what is the operator operand what it has been read? 4. And then next, what is the operator it is representing here? That is a plus. And then next, what it is having the another operand here is 6. So what could be the answer here is 10. So it won't go for the last representation here. So it will go for the only the past two pushing operations, with push operations what had been applied on the stack one. So then it will get the answer, that is a 10. So this 10, how I am getting this 10? I've been specified 4, and then next 6 has been taken out, and then next what it is performing? It is performing the plus operation onto this one. And what could be the resultant here? Resultant could be stored at this position, because we are having also we are having one value which has been evaluated earlierly. Okay, and now what we have to do is nothing but we need to specify what is the next operation, next step, or the next symbol here. The next symbol is a operand, operator. What you have to do, we need to specify that the things what it is being considered here means has to be popped out, means 10, and then next 6 will be popped out, and the resultant will be stored here. Means in the previous one we didn't see so we have seen that we are pushing up the values and we are getting out of that one. Here we don't push any values. What we have done is the evaluated, the resultant values has been stored there. Okay, so likewise it is performing here. How it is going to perform? So first it will take the 6 value. So for first it will take the 10 value, and then next into will be performed, and then next 6, and then next it will perform the action, that is the 60. Now the 60 will be stored here, which be the answer. Here also 4 will be taken out first, and then next 4 plus 2, here 6 plus 10, 6 plus 4 equals to 10. Likewise we are evaluating an expression. So I hope you got the how it is idea, how it is going to process here. So it could we are having another example. By that we will get the how it is been evaluated in such manner. First we need to consider an infixed expression, and we have to convert it to the postfix there. So here these two are represented as a separate one. Likewise in the previous example, so here we are using two, there we are using two addition operations. We are using one addition, and the next one that is one subtraction. And then we are what we are doing, we are multiplicating with that. So first how we are going to perform here is we need to take the first set of evaluation expression, and we need to perform a postfix. And another set here is the A2, which has to be using the subtract operator, and the remaining means the answers what you have been got from here has to be specified, has to be multiplied here. Okay. So coming to the first one, so the first representation here is the stack will be empty. So what is the first one? So what is the expression what we are using here? 5 space 3 space plus, and then next space 8, and then next 2, and then next minus, and then next star. So this is the expression what we are using. Okay. So see here. So the stack will be considered as a empty because initially we didn't started any. On coming to this one, what is the operation we need to perform here? So we need to consider the first thing here is we need to take the operator. There is a symbol here. The symbol what we are considering has to be pushed here. Means there is a operate has to be done. We won't perform any evaluation here. When we will perform the evaluation, whenever we are finding an operator, it will be specified that is to an evaluation here. Next one here is the wait ma. Okay. So here, next one is the 3. So 3 has to be considered. The symbol what you are read is a operand, means which is a value. So there is no need to perform any action here. So come to the third one. Third symbol what you have chosen. The third symbol what you have represented here is the operator. So when you are finding an operator, first what you have to do here, we need to pop up the values. Likewise, I said, first the stack, the first in will be lost out. So the first here the element what it is last entered will be popped out first. So what is the value 1 here? 3. Value 2 is the 5. And what you have to do here, we need to add the value. That is, we need to perform the addition on that values what you are specified. And then next what you have to do, the resultant what it is mentioned has to be pushed into that one. That is a push of result has to be specified there. Coming to the next one. Next element here, same we are whatever the resultant we are getting, we have been specified in a different color. So the green one will be represented as a resultant of the previous one, and the remaining will be given in the blue color. So here the next element is the 8. Here what we are mentioning here is we have been performed this action. That's why we are noting that this value, this is means this has to be performed. This has been performed. And then next push the value what you are reading. There is a symbol which is been specified as a 2. And then next what you have to do, we need, there is one third, the symbol what you are using after these 2 is a operator. First we need to pop out the 2 and then next pop out the 8. We need to perform the operation, that is subtraction on that one. Whatever the resultant we are getting has to be stored in the stack here. So what I have done, I have been use it 5 plus 3 and 8 minus 2 as that one. And coming to the next one, next representation, it is the operator is the next symbol is an operator. What is the operator is doing here is the, here it is popping the values what it is having. So here the first value is the 6, second value is the 8 will be popped out, and we need to perform the read action. That is a read operators action, and we have to store the value into that stack here. Likewise, we are performing the specification. Means we need to be store what the actions it is been specified. After means end of that expression, if it is been printing that, we need to pop up the value what have got, and we display the result as that one. If you are calculating in this manner, or if you are calculating or in this manner, means in this expression manner, we need to get the only the same answer what we are representing. So in this way we will calculate or we will process the expressions what you are representing. Infix representation means what it is doing, it is been using the operators in between the operands. Operand means the variables what you are using or the values what you are representing. If we are specifying in such a way that what could be the order of evaluation, here the order of evaluation will be specified by using the things what it is representing, order precedence or the order associativity. If the expressions has been represented in this format, that is parenthesis format, then there is no need to be confused that which expression has to be evaluated first and which expression has to be evaluated next. next that type of the confusion that need not to be considered. In the only when we don't have the any information that which expression has to be evaluated at the first, and the answer what is the resultant we have been storing, then there is no any idea when you see the expression, then there we should consider the operator precedence. So although you are having the operator precedence, so there in some expressions we use the same precedence operators in the expression. There lies which operator has to be fetched first. So then what we have to know, we need to go for the associativity. So associativity will decide which has to be chosen first, which has to be chosen next. So by that, user will get the idea of order of evaluation of the expression, what it has been given to that one. So coming to the expression representations, we are having three forms: infix, postfix, and prefix. So here today we have seen the postfix representation, and we have seen the conversion and the evaluation also. Infix means within the we will include, or we will present the operator within between the operands. So postfix means after the operands we need to place that one. So if they are representing the separate processing, what you have to do, we need to present the operands and their operators at once, and then next we need to go on for that one. So by using the stack operations, we are getting that how to evaluate your processing and how to evaluate our expressions in a detailed manner. What is the order of evaluation here? Means how we are going to get the expressions to be evaluated. Here we need to get the symbols be reading. Operand means store into the stack. Operator means that is get the that is values to value out of that stack, and then perform the action, and then next store into that one. So that's about today's class, ma. Thank you.